Welcome back to WNBA Nation, where we're breaking down the hottest takes in the game. Today, we're diving deep, real deep, into a phenomenon that's shaking up the WNBA like a 7.0 earthquake. The Indiana Fever, led by none other than Caitlin Clark, has officially been crowned America's team. And folks, this isn't just hype, this is history in the making.
Haters? Oh, they're fuming. Critics, they're scrambling. And Angel Reese? Well, she might need a little ice for that sting. Buckle up, because we've got a 20-minute ride through the Caitlin Clark effect. And trust me, you're not going to want to blink. Let's get it.
Let's start with the headline that's got everyone buzzing. The Indiana Fever is America's team. This isn't some cute nickname cooked up by a PR team. This is cold, hard reality backed by numbers, sold-out arenas, and a fever pitch, pun intended, that's sweeping the nation. A few seasons ago, the Fever were the league's forgotten stepchild. Half-empty stands, zero buzz, barely a blip on the radar. Fast forward to 2025, and they're the main event, the hottest ticket in
Women's sports, why?
2 words: Caitlin Clark. She didn't just walk into the WNBA, she strutted in, kicked the door down and said, "This is my house now." And the fans? They're eating it up. We're talking packed houses night after night, turning Indiana into the epicenter of basketball madness. This isn't a fluke, folks. This is a full-blown takeover. By the end of this season, the haters' heads are going to explode. You can already see the meltdowns on X. Oh, it's just media hype. Nah, fam, this is real, and it's hilarious watching them squirm. Let's talk numbers, because the numbers don't lie. Last season, the WNBA saw a record-breaking 2.3 million fans flood through the gates. That's a 48% jump from 2023 to 2024. 48%. You know what that looks like? That's like going from a quiet coffee shop vibe to a sold-out rock concert overnight. And who's the headliner? Caitlin Clark. The Fever alone brought in over 340,000 fans at home last year, a 39% surge from the ghost town days of 2023. We're not talking about a sprinkle of extra seats filled. This is chaos, sellout level, revenue exploding chaos. The league hadn't seen a high like this in 20 years, and it's all because one rookie showed up with a jump shot and a dream. Check this out, 41 out of 44 Fever games this season are hitting national TV. 41, that's not a typo, that's a coronation. This isn't some random scheduling quirk. It's a deliberate move by the networks cashing in on the Caitlin Clark movement. We're talking ABC, ESPN, CBS, the big dogs, begging to air her matchups. This is franchise history. No, scratch that. This is WNBA history. More nationally televised games than the last 2 champs combined. The Fever aren't just playing basketball. They're starring in a blockbuster, and Clark's the leading lady. Fans have been screaming for visibility like this for decades, and now it's here. Why? Because Caitlin's turning every game into must-see TV. And here's the kicker. This isn't temporary. This is a revolution, and the Fever are leading the charge. Now this is where it gets insane. 6, count 'em, 6. WNBA teams have had to ditch their cozy little gyms and upgrade to NBA arenas just to host the Fever. Why? Because Caitlin Clark doesn't bring games, she brings crowds. Chicago Sky, booking the United Center. Dallas, Wings, calling in favors at the Mavs spot. Atlanta Dream, Connecticut Sun, Las Vegas Aces, Washington Mystics. They're all scrambling like someone pulled the fire alarm. We're talking State Farm Arena, TD Garden, American Airlines Center, venues built for LeBron and KD, now bowing down to Clark. This isn't an upgrade. It's an evacuation. The demand's too real and the standard courts can't handle it. Think about that. Teams are literally moving house because one player's drawing too many fans. That's power. Let's talk cash, because Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's a one-woman economic stimulus plan. Her jersey, it didn't just top the charts, it deleted them. Last season, her number 22 outsold the entire rest of the league combined. That's not a breakout star, that's a marketing machine. Fever games alone generated half of the WNBA's national TV revenue last year. Ticket sales quadrupled after drafting her. Merch, flying off shelves, concession stands, raking it in. She's not just growing the game, she's bankrolling its future. Every team cashing in on her appearances owes her a thank you note and a fat bonus check. TV execs aren't scheduling 41 games out of fairness. They're chasing dollars, and Clark's obliterating ratings like it's Black Friday, and they're out of flat screens. Now let's get into the drama, because you can't talk Caitlin Clark without mentioning Angel Reese. The media's been force-feeding us this rivalry since draft night, like it's the next big thing. Every Fever Sky matchup gets the tension music queued up. But let's be real, this isn't a rivalry, it's a soap opera. Caitlin's out here stacking records, rewriting history, changing the economics of the league. Angel? She's stirring the pot with vague tweets, side-eye interviews, and enough passive aggression to fill a reality TV reunion. Reese tried a deep three the other day, might have dislocated her shoulder. Meanwhile, Clark's draining buckets and TV checks with extra zeros. Angel's probably wondering why the United Center isn't calling her name, unless Caitlin's. On the floor too. Ouch. Let's drop some more receipts. The WNBA set ratings records last season. 6 networks, all-time highs. 23 games broke 1 million viewers, and guess who was in 20 of them? Yep, Caitlin Clark. Her draft? Nearly 25 million tuned in, 374% more than the previous record. A random regular season Fever game averaged 1.2 million viewers, while the rest of the league hovered at 400,000 to 500,000. The finals used to be the peak. Now it's just another Tuesday night with Clark on the court. She's not just raising the Fever, she's lifting the entire league into the mainstream spotlight. His isn't hype. This is economics. Clark's a walking viewership cheat code. Rewind the clock a few years. The Indiana Fever were invisible. Half-empty crowds, ignored by networks, barely a footnote in the WNBA's marketing. Now, they're the show, the biggest draw in the league, America's team. What changed? One name, Clark. She turned them from filler to front page, from bottom feeders to sell-out stars. Last season, they set a single-game attendance record, 20,711 fans in D.C. on September 19th. That's not a game, that's an event. Whether she's in Indiana or on the road, fans are filling stands, cameras are rolling, and the Fever are no longer an afterthought, they're a phenomenon. She didn't just lift a team, she turned Indiana into hoops' holy ground. Here's the thing. Clark's success isn't just about the Fever, it's about the whole damn league. She's putting money in every player's pocket, shining a light on teams that couldn't snag a camera crew before. Attendance up 48%, new TV deals, ad sponsorships, shoe deals. The WNBA was losing millions a year. Clark saved them from bankruptcy. Even teams like the Chicago Sky, the Aces, the Liberty, they're getting more airtime, bigger crowds, fatter checks because of her. Angel Reese and the gang aren't pulling those numbers solo. When the Fever roll in, suddenly everyone's on national TV. Sponsors are interested, and the spotlight's bright enough for all to shine. Some folks hate it, but they're cashing the checks she's writing.
Irony, huh? Make no mistake, folks, Caitlin Clark isn't just a breakout star. She's the face of a new era. The WNBA spent decades clawing for relevance, begging for viewers, scraping for revenue. Then Clark showed up and cracked the code.
With a step-back three, packed arenas, broken records, sold-out jerseys, all roads lead back to her. She's not auditioning for reality TV or chasing headlines with drama. She's chasing greatness, and she's already caught it. This rookie impact, it's just the beginning. If she's doing this now, how high can it go? We might be witnessing the greatest era the WNBA's ever seen. The old guard's mad, the haters are crying, but Clark's writing the playbook and dragging the league into its golden age. So are you excited for this season? Because this ride's just getting started. That's it for today, fam. The Indiana Fever are America's team, and Caitlin Clark's the heartbeat of it all. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team Clark, or are you still holding out? Like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, because we're not missing a second of this revolution. Click the video on the screen for more, and we'll catch you in the next one. Let's get it.